Hey everybody, this is Fiends, and looks like we got some more changes that went into effect on the beta, so let's get into it. First change, we have a new spell in the top row called Cold Heart. Every 3 seconds you gain a stack of Cold Heart, causing your next Chains of Ice to deal 334 frost damage, which stacks up to 15 times. So if you look at my buffs, you'll see it's at 15 stacks, and my Chains of Ice will deal 5010 frost damage. So that's pretty interesting. So now, instead of just, hitting someone with Chains of Ice and only slowing them down for 8 seconds, it now does a decent amount of damage when it stacks up. That's a lot of damage, 5,000. Right now my Obliterate only does 2,800. My Frost Strike does 1,500, so you see that 5,000 is a decent amount. So moving down, we now have Glacial Advance. It's a AoE spell, costs 30 burning power, 5.5 second cooldown, and it summons the Glacial Spikes, hits everybody in front of it, deals 1,553 frost damage to everybody in front, and it applies Razor Ice to all the enemies near their eruption point. So that's a good AoE spell. It definitely adds another spell to our rotation. So if you're in a dungeon or raid, I feel like that's definitely a spell to go with, just because it applies that buff where you deal more frost damage because of the Razor Ice, and it's just going to hit everybody. So that's nice. Frostworm's Fury got a little bit of nerf to damage. It was really high before, so tiny bit of nerf. It's still hovering around 20% of my health, so I guess it's still kind of 20% damage to someone's health. Moving down, you see we got Pillar of Frost back. So the power of Frost increases your strength by 15% for 15 seconds. And there's a 45-second cooldown, and now each rune spent will increase your strength by an additional 1%. So Pillar of Frost used to be a 1 minute cooldown and increase your strength by 20%. So now it's a 45-second cooldown and it increases your strength by 15%. But you can work it up to 20 or past 20 by spending your runes. And I've gotten it easily up to 20. Usually it hovers around 21, but I can usually get it to 23, 24 if I try. So that's not bad. So we got it back, so that's good. Now you have Ice Cap at level 100. Your Frost Strike and Obliterate critical strikes reduce the remaining cooldown to Pillar of Frost by 1 second. So that's interesting if you want to get your Pillar of Frost up, in under 45 seconds. But 45 seconds is still pretty short. I don't feel like you're gonna crit all that much with Frost Strike and Obliterate, just because of the global cooldowns and everything. So it probably wouldn't reduce it all that much, but definitely something to consider. And now we have Obliteration back. I believe they called it Pillar of Frost before, and they turned it back. They renamed it back to Obliteration. So now when your Pillar of Frost is active, Frost Strike and Howling Blast grant Killing Machine. So now Obliteration, when you click it, it's built in to your Pillar of Frost. So that's nice. It's one less button to click. There's no global cooldown between Obliteration and Pillar of Frost. So now, as soon as you hit Pillar of Frost, Obliteration goes up, and you get a Killing Machine. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, they're interesting spells that we got. Cold Heart, Glacial Advance, and let's check it out. So the Pillar of Frost animation looks pretty good. You kind of roar and get a nice little pool of frost, water or something around you. And then you can hit somebody with your shackles, does a bunch of damage, and then just start working them over with your Killing Machine procs, which is pretty nice. And it does do a lot of damage. It's definitely hitting harder.
I don't have a target.
A lot harder. So yeah, so those are changes. Hopefully we'll keep getting some changes. Hopefully we'll keep getting more spells to work into our rotation. Something like Glacial Advance, maybe for single target, that'll be cool. Something else. So yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like or a comment, and stay frosty.